I think I remember you saying you took the True Mirror to Burning Man. When did you first become interested with the concept of Burning Man?
It was 2003. My roommate's ex-girlfriend said, "Dude, you got to take this to Burning Man. It'd be great out there." So I didn't know anything about it until I went, and I brought a mirror there and had a great time. You know.
How much does it cost to go to Burning Man? I always wanted to go, but I don't know.
Well, the main thing is the tickets are about $500 right now, but I've spent $17,000 bringing them out,
Hmm.
mirrors out there. I got funded for a bunch of it, but the ticket's just one thing. You have to have survival gear. You have to get all your food and water. They can't buy anything once you go there, so you have to
Oh,
be
wow.
completely self-sufficient. And then you have to gift something out because that's what it is. It runs on a gift economy, which is really cool.
A gift economy?
So, yeah, in other words, like I need batteries, right?
Hmm.
It's like stupid me. I didn't bring enough batteries. I'm out and and someone says, "Hey, I got some batteries. No problem. Here you go." Because they brought extra to give away. And oh, hey, can I give you something? No, no, it's fine. So people just give, like their art, their theme camp, bars, cafes, food. Um, it's insane. Like there's no money. Your money's no good there. you know,
Wow.
it can buy two things. There's a place to get ice so your food doesn't spoil, and they do have a center camp where they have a coffee shop that you can buy a cup of coffee because sometimes I need caffeine and I can't go to the free camp that's doing free coffee because there's a line that's down the road and or they're closed or what have you. But as you
Yeah.
as you traipse around, basically everyone's just giving shit to every other. It's like insane. It's just endlessly insane. It's very. And here's the thing about Burning Man: go to a regional. You don't have to go to the big national. Like
Okay.
there's Portal Burn is in upstate New York. It's really close. There's like 400 or 500 people that go.
Okay. I'm in LA right now.
And what's that?
I'm in Los Angeles.
So there's one in Los Angeles. There's Utopia down in San Diego. You should go to. That's a really good one. The point is that it's the principles of Burning Man that people gather with that make it all the difference. And no money is one of them, but radical inclusion is another. So whatever floats your boat, come bring it.
Wh-
And gifting is another one. Um, leave no trace, so there's no garbage pickup. It's like completely no empty of garbage when you leave, and no big bags of garbage someone else carts off. There's a lot of really cool
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, that's really cool.
You
What was
should go.
what was your experience like at Burning Man when you first went?
Oh, it was great because my gift was the true mirror, and it's and everything's about experience, interactivity. So there's nothing more interactive than the true mirror. So it does really, really well out there. And when people receive your gift, that's a gift in of itself. So I love being out there. And they want me to go out this year, and I'm not planning on it, but they might try to drag me out anyway.
If you don't mind me asking, how come you're not planning on going?
Because I'm trying to do this business, and
Ah,
it's
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
been, you know, in the old days I was working computer consulting, so I had all this money to fund things, and then I could leave. But now everything is coming from the mirror business, so I have to kind of make sure that to keep turning the crank and going to Burning Man takes like a $5,000 whole chunk out of me,
Mm,
time and energy. So it's just not worth it. I'll just go to the local one. It's fine.
okay.
Plus, if I go back to the region, the big one, I'm going back with a mobile art car. So
Ah, yeah.
it turns out, I'll send you the link for it. But if you put five true mirrors together in a row, you'll see yourself in all five at once. Even as you're walking past, you stay in the middle of all of them. So you see five of you, even if the car is driving past you. It's like, whoa, why is there like five of me in this thing? So they do this mutant art cars that they basically turn a vehicle into something that's unrecognizable as an art car, as a car. So it's basically gonna be a big pickup truck with a giant disco ball, obviously made out of mirrors, and lights on the top that rotate, so the lights rotate. The ball is stationary, but that'll make the sparkles on the ground. And then a row of true mirrors cut out in the side, so you'll be able to see yourself. So it'd be like a little Pac-Man type thing. But yeah, that'll be like $15,000 easy. And it's like, if I go back, that's what I want to do, because that's what happens. You go out there and it's like, ooh, what am I going to do next year? And so I've done my True Mirror Palace for 12 times. I want to do something different.
Okay. If you ever got like the funding to do it, would you have it to where, if you couldn't make it to a Burning Man event, you'd send somebody out there with the true mirror to go?
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm planning this year. I mean they're trying to make a giant harp, a musical harp with 100-foot long strings,
Hmm.
and they're using my structure and and saying they're going to put true mirrors underneath it. So
Oh,
that's
wow.
fine. All right, go ahead. You know, she keeps going. No, you're going. It's like, no, I'm not going. Yeah, you're going. No, you're not. No. But the mirrors are going to go out with them. So yeah, I would totally do that.
Okay.
But
Uh,
there's nothing like you need. This is part of the problem with the true mirror. This is also why it's taking so long to take off. Is that if you don't explain it to people, they don't get it. If you watch my TikTok or Instagram, you'll see me explaining to people and trying to get them to come alive to themselves. And once they do, they get it and they go, oh, now I see. Whoa, that's so cool. Without it, they just go, oh, that's weird. It's different, but I don't see any difference because we're patterned to just kind of stare at ourselves. So if I don't go and I just send mirrors out, chances are they'll just sit there, which is unfortunate
yeah.
because no one can talk to them about it like me, which is unfortunate because I would like to clone myself. So,
Yeah, that is true though.
you know,
How, because you can't, how do I put it? Well, unless you have somebody mirror you, like that one guy you said who was mirroring you.
yeah, no, yeah.
I remember.
And and
Mhm.
and and talking to people about this is an art form because everyone is so different. You just don't know how one person to the next is going to respond. So as they respond, you have to kind of gauge how they're going, what you're going to say next. And it looks like I'm saying the same thing to people over and over again. People say it gets a little tiresome, but you know, there's definitely a decision tree of if I tell people what it is, what I tell next, and where they go next, and what do they tell next, and where they go next, and it's it's unfortunate because I can't seem to teach that to anyone else.
Mm.
Which is, I need a bunch of groupies, um, acolytes, because I really do want this out there. This is so important to me, and yet, if I disappear tomorrow, this might go away, because there's really no one else carrying the ball.
Yeah.
So that makes me very sad.
And that kind of
You know,
goes back to what I said about a true mirror becoming a movement, because if it were to
yeah.
become like an actual movement, you could have people, be as passionate about this thing as you and go to certain events.
I totally. Here's the thing: is the only way I see how that's going to happen right now is if I have good, decent funding.
Hmm.
So it's like here's your budget for $5,000 to go to this festival, and it's all festivals are the best place for this. But to just travel the country, to have a bookmobile, like we go into town and you just park on the town square and you show people and you go to the next town and go to the next town. It needs to be funded because people don't buy this on the spot, so it can't necessarily. And they're expensive. That's $250 for a small mirror.
Hmm.
Um, they have to really want it, and you're not necessarily going to get that in 5 minutes after showing someone. So I when when I get funded, when someone gives me $500,000, that will be one of the things we'll do is a road trip, um, to just take this around and spread the word that way for sure.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Okay. Here we go. I swear to God, we're wasting time. See, you give me faith that everything be fine, but I'm losing my mind. And you say smell the roses, what happens, we'll be fine. Okay, I just hate the fact that we all wait to see